I'm just going to the Chrome browser. So this is my Gmail account. So I'm just going to give you some instructions, some tips. I want all the teachers to know. Just have a look at the tips and keep noted those things for our betterment. So first and foremost thing is I request all the teachers to create one new Gmail account. I'll tell you why. See, the reason why we are asking you to create one new Gmail account is every Gmail account will come with a Google Drive, which is maximum capacity of 15 GB. If you see here, this is my Gmail account. I logged into my Gmail account. So at the top right corner, you can see here there is an option called Google Apps. So if you click on this, you can see all the Google related apps over here. All the Google related apps over here. So is my screen is visible to all? I request Hari Krishna sir, please stop presenting. It will create some disturbance. I request Hari Krishna sir. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, I think my screen is visible now. So this is a Gmail account which I have created. So within this, at the top right corner, you can see voice break here.
Screen also not visible, sir. Please.
Screen also not visible. 1 second.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I request all the teachers, please don't click on the start. I mean screen sharing. So otherwise, it will create some disturbance. Yeah, I think now it is visible to everyone. My screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay, fine. So this is a Gmail account which I have created. So this is a new account. So only for the Google Classroom purpose, I have created this account. So if we go to the top right corner, so where we have option called Google Apps. See, this is the place where we'll get all the apps. You can see here. So don't need to remember any URL, no need to remember any link. So the first and foremost tip I want all of you to remember is whenever you want to go for the class, either for the normal class, online class, or for the giving assignment or anything, log in into your Gmail account. So what will happen is when we make this practice, so tomorrow you no need to search what you have done. So directly it will be available with our Gmail. You can see here these are the apps, and also you can see at the left side we have directly start meeting. We have directly start meeting, join meeting. This is our Google Meet. This is our Google Meet. So if you want to conduct some online class using Google Meet, you can directly click on start meeting. Now what will happen, everything will be done from the same Gmail account, so that you will be having accountability. So tomorrow no need to search, hey, which Gmail account I have used, whether I saved it or not, shared it or not. So that problem will be solved. So that is the reason, create one new Gmail account exclusively for the Google Classroom. And if you want to start Google Meet, you can start directly here. Or if you want to join for some others meeting, you can join from here. Then next step, so click on this Google Apps. Yeah. Just a second, so it will load. I'll show you. Okay, so just click on this apps. When you click on this, if you go down, you can see here our Google Classroom. So you just click on that Google Classroom. So this is how it will ask whether you want to use the same mail ID. You just say yes and continue. So this is going to be the Google Classroom home screen. So last time, so many teachers, including our college and school teacher, asked, "Sir, how to join Google Classroom? Whether we need to remember the website address?" No. Again, I'm just repeating. Just log in into Gmail. Go to the top right corner, Google Apps. Then go little down. Go little down. There will be option called Classroom. If we click on this, it will come to Google Classroom. So this is the Google Classroom. So the main advantage of Google Classroom is we can control our entire class with respect to that particular subject. So once you come here, at the right top corner, you can see here there is an option called plus symbol, which is indicating create or join your first class. So just click on this, create. So we need to create a class as a teacher. So you just agree to the terms and condition, then continue. So now we are going to create the class. So for example, if it is 8th standard section, some section, if you don't have any section, you just leave it not applicable or something. Subject English. Okay. Yeah. Subject is English. Then room. So you just create a room name like again, so English, then create.
Sir, if it is 8th standard ABC together,
You can create 8. How many students will be there, ma'am, including all sections?
sir, approximately 65, 70, 80 like that. Sir.
No problem. You can create 8 A, B, C, A and B and C like that also.
All together one set.
You can create, ma'am. Up to 100 you can create without any disturbance.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So once we create the class, so it will show here like this. So this is the code which is very important for us. So this is the code which we are getting here. So you can see this. So if I click on this, if I click on this square symbol or some box symbol, so it will display the code in a very big size. You can share this and you can send this invitation to the students. They can join. So just I came here, I copied the invitation link. I'm just going back. So this is one option. There is another option also. I'll show you. So you can go here. Suppose if I want to send it to someone, I'll just type their email address. So I'm just typing my email address, some other email address. So @gmail.com. So invitation. This is one option. I'll show you one more easiest option also. So just paste the link, then send. So now they could able to join from that link. If not, what we can do here is, so now my class has been created. Here you can see there are 4 options: stream, classwork, people, grades. So just click on the people. So here you can see no students has been assigned to this class. So if I want to assign some students, just click on this plus symbol. So if we already have their email IDs, directly we can send. So like this, if we have already mail IDs, you can also send them. If it is a valid email ID, then only it will take. Otherwise, it won't take. Right? So you can add their Gmail IDs. So like this, then just click on invite. At a time, it will go to everyone. It will go to everyone. See, there is one question you should. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, for each and every child's email ID, we have to send, or together can we send at a time?
At a time, you can send 100 members, ma'am, from here.
That means their email IDs we have to type here.
No, no, ma'am. If you have in the Excel sheet or in the Word,
Okay.
you can copy paste it directly. Okay. Yeah, 1 second. I'll show you, ma'am. 1 second.
Show that, sir.
Yeah, I'll
From
show you.
Word.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just take one sample data, I'll show you. So I'm just taking some sample email IDs of these students. So where I have set of email IDs. So what I will do is, yeah. So you can see here, I'm just copying from Excel sheet continuously. I'm just using arrow symbol and shift. So I'll just copy this email IDs using Control C. So I'm just going back to my Google Classroom. I'm typing here. So now you can see all the mail IDs has come here. So just click on home. Yeah. So now everything has come. Only one thing we need to do is just put comma one. Sorry, ma'am.
Can't we share it in the group created?
Yeah, you can share it in the group and then they can also join. Again, you need to approve it.
Okay, sir.
That is also possible. Yes. You need to approve them. So this is the best process, ma'am. If you have already their email IDs, so directly just type that email IDs here. You will get like this. Up to 100 you can put it. Then you can directly invite them. So this is one option. So the other option is, as madam said, you can share the link in the WhatsApp group or any group. So when they join, you need to approve them. So once you approve them, they will get inside the class. So this is the option how to add the students. I think it is clear to everyone. Any question is here, you can ask me how to add the students.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
evening, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Good evening.
Sir, as you said, the copy the link and everything.
Yes, ma'am.
If we copy the link, directly we can send it to the WhatsApp group. To
Yes.
whichever group we need to send.
Yes, ma'am.
Or we say to the concerned group.
Yes, ma'am.
And then how will the children join, sir? If, even they need to download this Google Classroom. I mean, they need to use the laptop or what? How do they do?
Ma'am, okay, very good question, ma'am. I forgot to inform. Thank you so much. See, there are two options. Either if they are using in the mobile phone, they can download the app, Google Classroom app, so they can join. That is one option. Suppose if they don't want to download the app, they want to use it, they can use it from the browser directly. For example, I'll show you here itself. So I sent one link here for my mail ID. So now I don't want to download any app for my mobile or something. If I just click on this, either in the mobile or laptop, directly we can access from the browser, either Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, any browser. There is no limitation. So directly I can join and then I can start working with this. So if they want to use app also, they can use the app. So this is a mail ID which I sent. So I'm just using that mail ID. So now you can see, ma'am. So directly I'm using in the browser. So I'll just say join class. Now I have joined the 8th A class. I can go and see it here. So I'll just click on people. Okay. So yeah, you can see now I have joined the class. So previously it is invited. Now I have joined. So I could come to know that who has joined. So basically there are two ways they can join. If they want to use in the mobile phone, they can download the app. There is an Android application which they can download and they can use it, Google Classroom. If not, they can use the browser also. So hope I answered your question, ma'am.
Sir, this ID that every time we need to create our one.
No, ma'am.
ID,
It is once created, it is done. So
Okay, sir.
until unless we create new class, it is not required.
Okay, sir.
So it is a one-time creation. Once it is done. Yes. Any other questions with respect to creating or adding students? Please ask.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you one day, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
If I'm taking 2 or 3 classes,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
for each class I need a different classroom, different ID I have to make.
Yes, ma'am. There are two options, ma'am. Suppose if your 8th class only you are handling 3 different subjects, so you can control with a single ID. But it is
No, but
yes, ma'am.
what my question is, if a teacher is handling 3 different subjects in 3 classes.
Okay.
Suppose
Okay, ma'am.
in different subjects in 3 classes.
Yes, ma'am.
So for each class, we need to make a different email ID.
No, 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 not required, ma'am. No, no. So
Our own. I am asking about our own.
no, 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 not required. Not required, ma'am. Within single Gmail ID, you can create 3 classrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you, ma'am. That also I'll show you.
It is because you have written now 8th class, 8th
Yeah.
A.
Yes, ma'am.
Now suppose I wanted to take 9th A
Yes,
and
ma'am.
10th A also.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
the same thing I have to write
Yes,
the
ma'am.
same mail ID
Yes, ma'am.
or I have to create another mail ID.
Okay. Okay. Okay, ma'am. I'll answer your question. You can see here, ma'am. This is the 8th A which I have created. I am in the same mail ID, same Gmail ID. I am going to create one more. Just click on same thing. What I did is I didn't do anything. I just clicked on here. There is an option called classes. So you just click on that classes. You can see which are the classes you have created. Then you go back.
Can't see, sir, can't see your
Screen. Someone else is
Yeah.
presenting. One second. I'll just reconnect. Yeah, now is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now what I did is, so previous, okay, I'll just go from the first so that there won't be any confusion. Yeah. So I am here in this screen. Now as madam asked, within the same Gmail ID, how to create multiple classes. So I'm just going here at the left top corner, main menu, clicking on this classes. So now I could be able to see which is the class already created. Suppose if I want to create a new class, so just go here, create or join class, create class. So again same procedure, accept the terms and condition. So go here, suppose as madam mentioned, so I'm just going to create 10th standard A section. Subject name is some social. Some social studies. So room is social studies room or social room. So I'll just create it. So now what will happen? It will be with the same Gmail ID. 2 classes has been created now. But thing is that the code is different. So you need to add 10th standard students here, 8th standard students there. So apart from that, again if I go and click on these classes, ma'am, you can see now there is one 8th standard class, one 10th standard. So like this I can create multiple classes up to 10 classes with a single Gmail ID. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Not clear, ma'am. Can you repeat the question, ma'am? No, no, ma'am. There is a break in the voice. Ma'am, can you type the question? That is also better. No problem. If voice is not clear, like can you type the question in the chat? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. Your voice is not clear, ma'am. I'm so sorry, ma'am. Voice is not clear. I'm not able to listen. I mean, hear you properly. Can you put the question in the chat box, ma'am? I am not able to hear, ma'am, properly. Okay. Yes. So like this, we can create multiple classes with respect to one or teacher or one particular faculty who is handling multiple subjects. Now, what I am going to show you is let madam now come with a question. Meanwhile, I am going to show you. Suppose one subject is handled by multiple teachers. So, if same subject is handled by multiple teachers, you can also add multiple teachers here. You can also add multiple teachers. You can see here invite teachers. Suppose if I want to make one more teacher as an admin, so I can invite that teacher and then invite. So what will happen? Now two admins will be there. So whatever permissions we have, who created this classroom, the other admin also going to have the same permissions. But the only difference is he cannot delete anything, but we can delete anything. So like this, you can create multiple teachers up to 3 members without any disturbance for the same subject. If you want to add collaborators, say there are some subjects where half subject is handled by one teacher, other half subject is handled by another teacher. So in that scenario, we can add multiple teachers for the same classroom. So that is also possible. That is also possible when we want to do it. So this is with respect to people and how to create class, how to get the people. Right? So any questions?
Satya sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Satya sir, I'm Shashi here.
Yes.
Sorry to disturb.
No problem. Tell me, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Instead of sir, that's what Lalita madam asked about this classes, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
instead of creating teachers wise,
Mhm.
it could be the class wise. For example, 8th standard one class is created,
Yes, ma'am.
and all the teachers are added subject wise,
Okay.
and students will be the same. So no need of switching over to the different sections.
Yes, ma'am. That
So
is
that can be done, sir.
that can be done, ma'am. But confusion where it will come, I'll tell you. For example, what you were telling now, ma'am.
Correct. That is what sir said.
Yeah.
That is what sir said. To add on teachers. That is what sir said. Add on teachers. So each teacher can see. You come to your subject, but the teachers will be different in same class.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So it means the teachers can be added on.
Yes, ma'am.
How
Yes.
many teachers are taking one class? Yeah, correct. Thank you.
Yeah. So you can add, ma'am. There won't be any confusion. But only problem, I mean, only thing is you should take care that which teacher has given assignment, which teacher is not given. So that questions will raise again. So to avoid that, we are asking every teacher to create separate account. Otherwise, as madam mentioned, within one single Gmail ID for entire class you can create. All the subjects
No,
also
the
you can
thing
create.
Sir, the thing is that we have our own timetable.
Yes, ma'am.
According to the timetable, we can come and take the class. The class will be the same, subject will be different.
Yes, ma'am.
Teachers will be different.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think one mail ID is more than enough. I hope so.
Ma'am, like what is happening here is we are not going to take the class from here, right? So the class will be taken from Google Meet. This is only for the documentation purpose. What we are seeing Google Classroom. As one madam also asked question, Hemalata ma'am.
We are not going to take the classes in this.
No, madam. This is not for the taking classes. This is for the documentation, assignment, quiz, or whatever activity you want to perform. For that, it is going to be there. So class will be taken from the Google Meet only. Google Meet or GoToMeeting, whichever software is suggested by the management, we will take there only.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the children should have two apps to be downloaded. That is, one is the Google Meet
Yes,
and
ma'am.
one is this classroom.
Yes, ma'am. This one no need to download, ma'am. As I mentioned, either they can download if they want. If not, they can use directly in the browser. No limitation in this.
All right. Thank you.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes, yes.
I have created the classroom
Okay.
and I invited the students,
Okay.
assigned the homework,
Okay.
everything is done.
Yes.
Tomorrow, again I want to, or day after tomorrow, I have to give the homework. Should
Yes.
I need to create one more classroom
No,
or
no,
with
no,
the
no,
same
no.
classroom?
No, madam. Everything in the same classroom. Classroom will be created only once. Student will be added only once. But activities you can
Okay.
perform multiple.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah. So now I'll show you, ma'am, how to do the activities as madam mentioned now. So this is how we are going to add the teachers as well as students for a subject or for a class. Now I'm just going back to stream. This is a home screen. What I have shown you. When we log in, this will be there. So now what we can do is there is another option called classwork. So you can go to classwork. So here you can see here we can create the assignment, we can give the homework, we can create quiz. So we can also create any kind of one answer question, what do you say, like multiple questions, etc., etc. So when I just click on create, so we can see here the multiple options. We can create assignment, we can create quiz, we can create some question, we can ask randomly one question to the student. So that also possible. If you want to share any material, you can use share. We can reuse whatever we have done already. So we can also share some topic, right? So usually what will happen is, in sometimes, especially in English, kind of English or Hindi, some languages, there is a possibility that we need to ask some random question to the student. Might not be possible in maths and science because it will be lengthy, but randomly if you want to ask some kind of they need to narrate some story, or they need to write some essay. So directly you can just click on question, so you can give them the question. So you just go here. So whatever question we want to give, for example, write essay on APJ Abdul Kalam. So if you want to give any instructions, you can give instruction maximum of 10 lines, etc. So then if we want to add any images, we can also add any image link, anything, or YouTube link also for reference. So whether you want to make it as short answer or multiple choice, that is also possible. Then here there is an option. So this is the classrooms what I have. Which class you want to give, either to 8th standard or 10th standard. Then whether you want to give it to all students or only particular student, that is also possible. So whether you want to give it to all students, you can give it, or particular students, 2-3 students or 10 students, that is also possible. Then how many marks you want to evaluate for this. So if it is assignment kind of stuff, no need to give any marks, just say ungraded. Then when you want to give the due date, so you can give the due date, for example, by 20th. Time also I can give, at what time they need to submit maximum. So after this time they cannot submit. If we give date and time, after this one they cannot submit. It will say it is already done. So they can submit, but for us it will show delayed. They submitted late. So, and also we can give whether they can communicate with each other. So we don't want to communicate, so you can see this. Whether they can edit after submission. So it is also option we can give. Then just click on the ask. So when you click on the ask, so now it is added. So now we can see here, ma'am. So the write an essay on APJ. Due date is 20th, 5 p.m. So if I click on this, we can see how many of them submitted. So actually one student only there. We assigned to one student. No one has submitted. That's why it is showing 0. For student, how it will be visible? So this is a student screen now. So you can see here, ma'am. So there is one upcoming activity for student, which is by Thursday they need to finish. So if they click on this, then they can add something over here. So they can write some answer. So I'm just typing some answer. Sorry, this is not answer, this is comment. So here they need to type some answer. Then they will say, hey, I am done. So I am done is nothing but turn in. So that means I have done. So it is giving option because we have disabled the option called after submission they cannot edit. You won't be able to make changes your answer after you submit. So I'll say turn in. So now I have submitted my assignment. So you can see here they cannot edit it. If I go and see in my class screen, so if I just refresh this page, refresh this page. Yeah. So now I click on this. So now we can see, ma'am, like this student has been submitted. We assigned for one previously, one has been submitted. If I click on this again, who submitted? So I can see what is the answer he has submitted. So once he submitted the answer, so we have option select the student. So if we want to give any grading or something, we can give, but it is already ungraded. We cannot give any marks or any grade for this. If you give any grade, it will be reflected to the student back. He can see what is the grade we have given, what is the marks we have given, all those things. So that is possible. So like this we can ask questions. We can ask questions for the particular student. Sorry. Yeah. So we can ask for the particular students. Suppose if we want to do any announcement saying that the exam is going to start from September 1st. So to all the students or particular students, you can do same thing. The exam will start from September 1st. And then if you want to share some circular, or some data with respect to that, you can do it. So if it is there in the Google Drive, you can load it from Google Drive. Some link, if you want to share, you can share. Sometimes you will take some survey or some feedback, that you can take from the link, Google Form link. If not, if I want to load something, so I can go to file, so I can load from my system, local machine, either through mobile or in the what you call laptop or mobile phone or system. So just click on upload, so browse it. This is very common procedures what we will do. So I can upload something like, okay, so I just uploaded it. This is very big file. I'll upload some small file, it will take some time. So I'll just upload it. So now we can see that it has been uploaded. I can post it. So there are two options to post. Either you can post immediately, or you can also make schedule. So I'll say like schedule I'll make. I don't want to post it now. Tomorrow exactly by 8 a.m. it should go to all the students. Then I can schedule it. So we will also get notification once the schedule time completed. So schedule for tomorrow 8 a.m. So by tomorrow 8 a.m. once it given to the students, we will get a notification saying that it has been sent to the students. Right? So that is how we are going to do it. So as I mentioned in the initial stage, Google Drive plays very vital role. So we can see here, if I click on this class drive folder, it will take me through my Google Drive. So this is a Google Drive which is created for my Google Classroom. So you can see here, ma'am, like in the My Drive, there is a classroom. In that 8A, I have created the class. So here it will be available. So if I want to create any folder here, I can create, saying that folder assignments. So assignments. So tomorrow, if I want to give this assignments folder link to the students to submit their assignments, so we can do that. So suppose I'm just going to create assignment. So yeah, I'll just say assignment 1, and whatever questions you want to give, you can give it here in the question. So question number 1, some question number 2, some question, then we can add, so Google Drive, where you want to store that. So go to My Drive. So in the classroom already I have created. So in the 8th standard assignments. So if I want to add or give something over here, so I can give them. I can suppose question paper is there or something is there, I can give that access to the students. So if nothing is there, so we can leave it. Then it is given to all the students, whether you want to give marks or not. So I'll say 100 marks. So no due date, anytime they can submit. So topic is, so we can create a topic. So it is assignment. So assignment 1. So this rubric is based on OBE, we will do outcome based education. So we can also create a rubric. So what is a rubric and what points you want? Like if it is a quiz, it will be easy for us, like 1 question 1 mark. So like that we can create. So if not, no need to create the rubric. So you can leave the rubric. So rubric will be taken especially when we go for the multiple choice questions kind of stuff. So then I'll just assign this assignment. So now the assignment has been created. So you can see here, if I go to student screen again, so I'll just go back and refresh in the student screen. Yes. So I'll just go to my class. So this is my class 8th standard. So I have so many classes, so I'll just take 8th standard. Yeah, so this is the first thing what we have done. Now there is one assignment also. So if I click on this, the student will get option to add or create. So they can add it. either they can add from the system or from Google Drive. They can also create here itself. So I'll just create here itself one doc. So I'll just go here. So I can create one doc and then I can submit it. So I can open this. So I can type whatever I want. So I'll just type answer for the assignment questions. So it will be saved automatically. Student no need to have separate on software also. They can click it and they can take it. So then it will be saved. Automatically it will be saved. So no need to go here and click on this save, all those things. See, there is no save option at all. So it will be automatically saved. So just close it. So then turn in. So turn in is nothing but I am going to submit this assignment. So when I turn in, again go back to teacher screen. So go here. So one person's turned in. So I can see here. So what is the document he has given to me? So if just see here. So there is some document he uploaded. So either he can upload from the mobile phone or he can upload from the what this called, his own system, like what I did, like one Word document he can create. So you can see here the answer submitted by the student. So then you can evaluate that. So now we have given 100 marks. You can see here now. Suppose if I want to give some marks to the student, so I'll say based on his this one, so it is only 50 marks I am going to give. So now it is saving. So saving is automatic. You no need to save anywhere. Now it has been saved to 50 marks. So now what I will do is I'll just go here. I'll just come to my 8th standard because I have so many. That's why I'm taking back. So now I have taken the assignment. We'll get that also. The student will get 50 points. He got it. So it will take little time. So he will get that also. So he'll say like written. Okay, so yeah, sorry, I forgot to sell this. So once you give the marks, you just click on select all the students, just click on return. Then you can put the comment. So you answer nice or something like you answer good. Some comment you want to give individually, you can give, or to the class also you can give. So returning. Now you can see here, previously it is different, now it is like submitted. So no, this one and all. So now he can also see this, how many marks he has got for that particular assignment. So you can see here the student got 50 out of 100. So like this we can create the assignments. We can also create the quiz. That is also possible. So just create quiz is nothing but our Google form again. So we can create a quiz. Okay, so quiz 1, I'm just giving some title for the quiz. So some instructions, if we want to give some instructions we can give. Then there is already blank quiz which is created. So just click on that. Just click on that. So now it is a quiz. You can give the name of the quiz here. So for example, I'll say English. So I'll just say English quiz name. So first question is some question. I'll give some question. There will be options. So A, B, C, D. Some options are there. So out of this, which is the correct answer we need to give. So answer key, click on this, which is the correct answer, and how many marks you want to give for that question, 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever it is. So just click 1, then done. So first question is completed. Next, second question. So give some question. So it is yes or no question. So the yes or no has come. Now what is the answer for this? So click on answer key. So yes is the correct answer. So how many marks you need to give? So done. So now it is saving. So everything is saved. So here also you can give the name, or you can do what you can do is you just click on this, then so you can give some English. Sorry. Now it has been saved. So now we just go back here. Now the quiz has been created. So I'll just close this. So come back here. Then whom you need to give, either to all the students or individual students. So how many marks you need to give, either to 100 points or ungraded. So no due date for this. So no topic has been assigned. So I'll just click assign. So now the quiz has been assigned to the student. So now again, if I go and see in my student screen, if I go and see in the student screen, there will be quiz which is assigned. So you can see here the quiz has been assigned. So this is the English quiz which we created. So just click on that quiz. Student will click on that. Then he will answer. Some answer he will give. So add and no. Then submit. So quiz has been submitted. So if he want to, this is up to us whether we need to show them the score or not. So this is also possible. So live we can know about it, what is happened. So once he write that skill, so it is done. It is done. Now I can go and see the quiz. So he's completed the quiz. So just click on that. So I'll go here. So he completed the quiz. I can assign some marks for this quiz. So for 2 marks we have given. So I'll just say 2 and then return. So no command. So just give it. Yes. So like this, we can also create the quiz. We can also create the quiz from the classwork. So, and we can also share some material if you want to share. So directly you can add the material. So something I want to share, I'll just share it to all the students. So any topic you want to give, you can give. Some title we need to give. So then post. So like this we can create assignment, quiz, question, material. If you want to reuse same thing which is already done, we can also see that. You can see this, what are the activities performed, you can reuse those things again back. So that is also possible. So I'll just stop here. I won't go in depth again. So any questions are there, please ask now with respect to whatever we discussed now.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
instead of assignment which you showed,
Yes, ma'am.
can we conduct a CT class test or unit test? Or
Yes, ma'am.
periodic
Yes,
test?
ma'am. You can send them the questions so they can answer it online. Yes.
That's what, sir. For example, 20 marks or 40 marks.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So can we give a time limit that
Yes, ma'am.
they
Time.
have to submit on time like that?
Yes, ma'am. Time limit is like as I shown, like before 5 o'clock, before 3 o'clock.
I
Yes.
thought that is why I'm
Yeah,
asking.
that you can do,
Can we
ma'am.
conduct periodic test through this only?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, aram se you can conduct, because see the main thing is you will be having evidence, ma'am. Tomorrow you no need to search where I put the document, where is in Google Drive or mail.
Yes, yes,
So everything will be in single login.
yes, sir. That's
Yeah.
what till now we are concentrating on teaching, still not
Yeah.
very planned about how to conduct test and all those things.
You can,
Can we
ma'am.
use this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Still few more features are there, but I don't want to confuse everything in today itself. So we will just practice whatever seen today. Then we'll take one more iteration and then we can see. And this recording will be available. I'll share the link with Subramani sir. Sir will also share with all of you. You can see anytime. So any other questions, please ask. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, only one thing, one clarification.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you told subject wise, but if we create class wise and add all the subjects there, will there be any disadvantages of it, or how it is, sir? Is there any storage problem? No.
No, ma'am, we won't, ma'am. Usually what will happen, 15 GB you can maintain whole year, because anyhow we will be having the documents only. So I don't think so any issue you will get it. It is purely depends on the coordination amongst the teachers, ma'am. That's it.
That's what.
Yeah.
Because every teacher, for example, one teacher will be handling 3 classes, but those 3 class students,
Yes, ma'am.
they need to join all the 6 subjects teachers
Yes.
classrooms.
Yes, ma'am.
Instead of that, if we create one classroom, for example, 8th standard A section, all the students will be there.
Yes.
If we just add that subject teachers there, that's what I thought. But if any problems are there, you just tell us.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, let's say for example, what will happen now? Okay, as I shown here, this is 8th A classroom. If I puts all the students here for all the subjects by adding all the teachers. Students will get confused who has given assignment, which subject is that, right? So 6 subjects they need to answer here, or 8 subject or 10 subject, whatever subjects, number of subjects. So they will get confused whether this teacher they have given or not, whether I missed this assignment. So to avoid that, it is suggested to go with one subject, one classroom from the individual teacher.
Okay, sir.
Ma'am, for students, they won't face any problem. I'll tell you why. Because for them, it is a link, one small link. For example, Shashi madam has sent one link. They will answer that. If Sheila madam has sent something, Sheila madam they'll answer. So like Muthu sir sent something, so Muthu sir for them they'll answer. For them, there won't be any issue, ma'am. For them, only one login. For teachers also, one login. Okay, I'll show you here, ma'am. You can see here. Yeah. See, I am a student for different subjects. You can see here, no, ma'am. I am student for SVGI. I am student for file structures. I am student for 8th classroom. I am student for file structures. So within one single login, I can have multiple classes. Suppose Shashi madam is from SVGI. She gave some assignment. I'll just click on this. So I'll answer her assignment. Suppose if Sheila madam has given in file structures, I'll go here and then I'll answer.
Okay.
Suggested to go individually, ma'am. So you won't be any confusion and no need to control basically. Otherwise, one person there to ask whether you send the assignment, student forget to answer. That confusion won't be there. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So any other questions, please ask.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
The material option can be used to upload the classwork what is done on that particular day, so that they can write it later.
Yes, ma'am. Fair enough. You can upload anything for that day. You can give deadline, ma'am. It is always suggested. Like tomorrow you need to submit, or day after tomorrow you need to submit.
No, sir. What we are doing is we are just concentrating on teaching.
Okay.
The classwork I am just putting a PDF file. Every day I'm putting onto the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Instead, I can put it here
Yes, ma'am.
using the material
Yes,
option,
ma'am.
so
Yes.
that every day they can get the
Yes.
notes. They
Yes.
can update their classworks.
Yeah, haram se they can do it now. Yes.
And one more, you have shown me the homework assignment, sir. That you have typed a question
Yes, ma'am.
from the teacher's side, and
Yes,
the
ma'am.
student has typed the answer
Yes, ma'am.
as a student.
Yes, ma'am.
But suppose if I want to upload PDF, 5-6 questions at a time,
Yes, ma'am.
and since I'm a maths teacher, they take time, pages to write the answer. Can they upload the PDF also
Yes.
in the assignment?
Yes, ma'am. I'll show you 1 second.
Okay.
So I'm a student. I have taken something. Okay. I'll just create one more assignment now because it's already submitted. So I'll just create it here as madam asked. So I'm just giving some assignment. So I don't want to type anything. I'll just put like a maths, and I am also giving the PDF to the student. So file, upload, so browse. I'm giving set of questions like 5-6 questions as madam mentioned.
Yeah.
So what I will do is okay, let it be, no problem. Some document I'll give. So I just taken some PDF file, I uploaded, so it has been given to the student. So now you can see here, ma'am, there is option whether he can only view or he can edit or make a copy for each student. It is up to us, but they can only view because this is questions. So then assign.
Yes, sir.
Then assign. I just assigned the student. Now it is our teacher screen where we have assigned this. Now I am going to student screen. In the student screen, I need to get that. So now I just came to my student screen. Yeah, just I'll refresh it now. Okay, so this is a maths assignment. I got it now. So I'll just click on this. So yeah, you can see here, ma'am. So if they click on this, they can see the questions which we have given them. So they can read the questions.
Okay, sir.
So then once they read, they have written in script or something as you mentioned, ma'am. So they need to add it now. I mean, they need to submit it. Now they can also go to file. Once they scan it through mobile phone or something, again go to upload, and they will upload it through some document here. So they'll just upload it, either PDF copy, Word copy, PPT, any format they can upload. There is no limitation. Or they can also upload image. So 1 second, it is having same document, so that's why it is rejecting. Take some small document so that it can. Okay, so I'll just upload it. Okay, sorry. So we have given there only to view, so that's why it is showing the error. So here we need to give the edit, so they can also edit it. So 1 second, I'll just go back, I'll just create it once. So I'll just go there. One second, I changed it. What's wrong with this?
Sir, like now from LKG we are conducting the online classes.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we think that first standard, second standard?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can do this?
Yes, ma'am.
Are they able to operate all this? Can we expect from them?
Ma'am, it's very simple. Probably
Like
their parents.
First standard, second
Parents
standard.
probably they
From
can
start
upload.
working,
Yeah.
you can expect.
No, their parents can
from
add it,
parents
ma'am,
side.
directly. It is very simple. Like
Okay.
how they are doing it on the what you call a Google Meet or some software. They are attending online classes now, ma'am. This is much more simpler than that, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Ma'am, this option will come. I don't know why it is rejecting, but this is a procedure, ma'am. Like they can submit. I'll check once again and let you know. This one.
Okay, sir. They can also upload
Yes, ma'am. They can
PDF,
upload. Yes.
written PDF.
Yes, ma'am. They can upload. Yes.
So on the whole, I understood that every day we will take the class in Google Meet only.
Yes, ma'am.
While sending notes or when sending assignment and when the students are uploading the notes for correction
Yes,
or
ma'am.
for the homework, we
Yes,
have
ma'am.
to use
Class.
Google Classroom.
Yes, ma'am.
That am I correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, any other questions? Please ask. I know this is little confusing, like so first time. Once we practice, it will become very easy. And one more thing, it is a day-to-day changes are coming because now entire thing is online. They are also keep on changing the things. So day by day when we practice, we can see that. And one more thing, I'll just before I close the meeting also, I'll show you there are two options today they have added. One is called to review, to do. So if I click on to review, so you can see whatever the activities we perform, we have done as a teacher, we can see all those things, whether it is completed, whether it is in progress, all those things. So if you want to review, saying that, for example, if Shashi madam want to say that, hey, this is what this one is done from my side, I'll say like mark as reviewed. So I have completed this task. So now she or ma'am can see in this. So okay, this is done. Still these many things are pending for tomorrow. So as a teacher, we can have a reminder. So whether it is pending or whether it is completed. So we can see this. At the same time, there is another option to do. So if we go to do, so what is the things we need to do now? So there is something like maths assignment is going on. So still we need to get the approval from the student side or from our side. So that we can, sorry, I have shown in the student screen, but here also it is there. So we can see this. So to review, we can go here. We can say that, okay, how many of them created, how many of them submitted. Then I could say, okay, everyone has submitted, say mark as reviewed. Then they can see what is the teacher has submitted this assignment, this work is completed. Whereas student can also see what are the pending works I have and what are the things I need to do. So still he need to submit mass assignment. Whereas how many of them reviewed, so he can go and see these are the reviewed, I got some marks, so I can say okay, I have done this. So both the ways they can check. From the teacher side we can check, from the student side also we can check. Once it is done, so tomorrow as a teacher, I have done with the 8th sem that particular subject, I can make it archive classes. Now what will happen, the class will become archive. So this I will show later because now it is not required. So when it is a read-in, it is, I will show you. And we can also have a calendar where we can create some meetings, all those things. So you can see here whatever we are doing, it is visible here. When is the deadline, what I have given, so to what are the pending works, all those things we can see in the calendar. So particular class, if you want to see, you just click on that particular class, we can see. So these are the few options what we have with respect to Google Class. So I request all the teachers know, like when you start using it, then only you come with so many doubts. So now I'll stop it here. So you can just go with the classroom, you can just play with the classroom. So come with the different questions, I'll be happy to answer in the next session. So the next session will be communicated by Subramani sir, when it will be and how we'll meet and do it. So any questions now also you can ask. If not, we'll wind up for the day. Next, I want all the teachers to create one Gmail ID and then start working with the Google Classroom. I also request, if you have Android application, please download the Google Classroom app. It will be very easy to access. Instead of browser, it is much more easy to access in the app. So if you feel that no, I don't want to waste space in the mobile phone, then you can access from the Google Chrome, I mean browser, not a problem. Any browser, not only Google Chrome, any browser we can access. So any questions, please ask.
So can we do it in laptop or computer?
Haram se ma'am, haram se you can do it from laptop or computer, yes. Yeah.
So the app is for Android application only, not
iOS also there, ma'am. I think it is also there. Yeah, you can download it. Yes.
Can do it in the phone also, sir?
Happily you can do it, ma'am. It is much more easy in the phone actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I think I have done with the questions. Any other questions you can post me. I'm also there in the WhatsApp group. Anytime please put me any question is there. So I'll be happy to answer there also. So not an issue. So I think we'll just end the session. So I think sir, Subramani sir, are you there, sir?
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, so we are done for the first session, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let them practice, sir. Let them play with the Google Classroom. If there is any questions, we'll meet next time. We'll try to clarify all the doubts and also.
Okay, if they have anything, let them put in the WhatsApp
Group, sir.
group also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Still you have, many are having doubt, means we'll have one more meeting.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
This is a trial version, let them see.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Narayan sir.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Sir, one more question from
Yes.
Lilita.
Yes, ma'am. Lalita, ma'am. Tell me.
We are taking the class in Google Meet and
Yes,
you are telling us to do the assignment in classroom,
Yes, ma'am.
isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the attendance will be taken from the Google Meet only.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is nothing doing with the classroom.
No,
work.
no. Ma'am, Google Meet will take the attendance for that class. But how many of them submitted assignment, how many of them submitted exam, that we will do in the classroom.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, almost everything is clarified.
Yes, sir.
If still they're having any clarification, let them put, sir, we will have a meeting, sir, if they
Sure.
required.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
One doubt I am having, sir, madam here.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
I am taking English for no classes for 4th and this month. I am giving homework through their workbook and all. Can we do it from Google Classroom?
Workbook online, how you are giving, ma'am? Like any.
I have taken picture and I am just sending you this page number so and so.
Yes.
Like that will be writing.
Yes, ma'am. You can do same thing here in the Google Classroom. He will be having the tracking.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do that. You can take the pic. You can upload. You can also upload the textbook for their reference also. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, some ma'am, Deepthi ma'am is asking, do we need to create Gmail? Yes, ma'am, that is always suggested. Please create one new Gmail only for this. It is always better. You can use both for Google Meet as well as for Google Classroom. So if you are using webinar, you can use same email ID, not a problem. Go to webinar also, you can use same email ID, Gmail ID. Actually, we suggest go to webinar or go to meeting for college also, because you will be having the recording. Whereas in Google Meet, it's very difficult to record. Whereas in go to webinar or go to meeting, it's very easy to record. So it is always suggested. But some people find it difficult.
Sir, one thing, sir, webinar is not taking up the place. Mail ID is not. How many mail IDs we have created? And
Yes.
no mail IDs now they are taking up. So
No, ma'am,
That
it-
is the reason we have shifted to Google Meet.
Okay, ma'am. Fine. Yes.
Madam, Lalita madam, one thing I want to tell you. Now officially permitted, even Zoom app also is permitted now. Officially you can use that also if you are comfortable with that.
No, Zoom, no, Google Meet, I'm comfortable with Google Meet also. But webinar, the recording will be there, webinar. In webinar, recording will be there.
Option is
Google
there.
Meet, there is, Google, that is by itself it is recording.
Yes.
But Google Meet, there is no recording facility.
Yeah.
So that is only the problem. And
Yeah.
webinar, every week we have to create a
One email.
new ID.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
the thing is that children's mail ID is used, friends' mail ID is used,
Okay.
now neighbors' mail ID is used. Now they are not taking it up.
Yes. Ma'am, soon, probably in another weeks or 10 days time, Google is also coming with the recording option. Probably Google Meet also will get recording. So that is the announcement from Google.
Then
Yes.
it will be okay.
Yeah, because-
now there is no recording facility.
Yes,
Google
ma'am.
Meet is going comfortably. That is
Yes,
not
yes.
a problem.
Actually, September 1st, they said like by September 1st onwards, we'll get recording for Google Meet. Hopefully, we will get it.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great news.
Yeah. And one question I'm getting in the chat box, like regarding PPTs, how to present. Ma'am, we cannot present any PPTs in the Google Classroom. As I said, it is only for the assignment, test, material sharing and all. PPT presentation and all you need to do from Google Meet or webinar. It's from the other software
No,
as well.
sir. No, sir. I was just going through that. There is PPT presentation can be done. I
No.
was going through my laptop.
No, we
And
can
today
share it,
also-
ma'am. We can share it. We can show it to
We
the.
can share it.
Yeah, we can share it,
Yeah,
but
we can share.
yeah, live we cannot show it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just going through, so I have seen Google Meet. The PowerPoint presentation can be shown.
Yes, ma'am.
Share it. Yeah. Thank you.
So yes, ma'am. Neeti ma'am, like submission of the presentation you are asking, I'll show you that. Like in the, I'll make a one video, small video. I'll send you that one. That I'll send you. There is some issue, like I'll show you that. How the student can send the PPT or PDF or Word document. I'll show you. Okay, fine. I don't want to take much time. I know already you have done with so many classes from the morning. So thank you so much for joining. Thanks for Subramani sir organizing this session.
Yes, sir.
So we'll just wind up. Any questions, please put in the WhatsApp. I'm happy to answer. Thank you so much, sir, once again. Thank you all the teachers. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all teachers. Thank you.
Thank you very much.